So Maria's not here today with me, and it's just me. And sorry about last class, we blew out the sound. We don't know how. We just lost the whole soundtrack, and so there's no sound. So we're gonna try it again today, and we're gonna go over what we went over last time, which was when I was in Santa Barbara, I came across a friend who had injured his back or was having back injuries that are chronic. And it really turned us on to the fact that time under tension matters. My friend, and you can hear I got a little bronchitis while I was there. When I was there, he was complaining of low back pain and just hypermobility. And he's a CrossFitter. And the motivation of a CrossFitter is to do an exercise as many times as you possibly can. And in doing so, at some point, you are going to have to compromise your biomechanics. You're going to have to shut off muscles to do the amount of repetitions that they do in an activity. This is why in this class we focus on time under tension, and this gave me a renewed view of time under tension, because time under tension is activating every muscle in the body, both the supportive muscles and the target muscles, to do what they need to do in order to get the activity done. We can't do as many, as you'll notice. We only usually do 10 or just 1 rep or even 2 reps, because we're looking to target muscles and activate the supportive structures to start a learning process where the brain activates and goes, okay, I need to use all of these muscles to support. So when my friend did time under tension, and he's used to doing, and he holds records for the amount of deadlifts he can do, he suddenly could only do 5 where he was activating all the muscles. And it gave you an indication of how quickly his muscles shut off. So it's not to say he's a bad person. He's not. He's very, very strong, but his body still learned an efficiency that wasn't necessarily sustainable for a lifetime, unless maybe if you were a farmer. Because farmers have to do what they need to do over the course of the day, and they got to get it done till it's done, which sounds a lot like CrossFit. But we're more on the magnitude of people doing the activities that we do, and we have to be able to do them safely, and that's why we practice what we practice. So that's where we shall begin. We're going to start with stance. As always, feet parallel. Okay, sound is working today. I love it. So here's your ASIS. Here's your pubic symphysis. Midway in between is hips width apart. So you're going to keep your hips much more narrow than you think. You're going to push down with your big toe and the corresponding metatarsal head, outer 4 toes and the corresponding metatarsal heads, but mainly that pinky toe. We want that pinky toe down. It's so important. We think it's just the toe. It's a whole lot more. And then finally your heel. Drop that heel down. And then we're going to put 1/3 the weight through your toes, 1/3 the weight through the balls of your feet, and 1/3 the weight through your heels. Then we're going to fire up everything. So we're going to start in the calves. I want you to fire up the calves, and this will ask you to externally rotate your knees slightly. Fire up your quads. Your hamstrings will also go on. You're going to activate first chakra, which is your pelvic floor, second chakra, which is your lower abs, third chakra, your upper abs. Then you're going to draw your shoulder blades down and back. Abs are nice and tight. We're going into our Academy Award posture. Keep those abs engaged, suck in that tummy, and you're just gonna stand first. Quads are on, calves are on, and then we're gonna start. You're gonna do a hip circle. Do not move your head. This is a hip circle from your abs, so you're sucking in your tummy, trying to create core shape, but you're also kind of activate your abs. And now go in the opposite direction. This is just to feel your abs working, not your butt, but your abs. Keep your head over the top of your body, suck in that tummy, and then go ahead and stop. Keep your abs engaged. Keep your quads, lats, everything on. As we do our little hoedown squats, you're gonna go up and down, suck in that tummy. Keep your quads on. There's no point that we rest. We're trying to create time under tension. Time under tension is a square wave. We turn muscles on, we maintain them, and we turn them off at the end of the activity, not before. So keep your abs engaged, lats on. We don't want to create sloppy bell curves. Bell curves are an average where we can, sort of turn things on, and then we can turn them off when we need to, when the work is over. We want to keep the muscles on the whole time. Quads are on. Just a few more, just to get that activation of your core, your quads, your legs, your lats. Okay, stay in this position, suck in your tummies, suck it in even more. We're gonna do more to suck in your tummy. Suck it in deeper and relax. Trying to make your stomach actually concave. So suck it in and then release. You can add breathing. Don't clench your butt. The butt will want to get involved. This is not the time for it to get involved. Keep breathing. Just a few more. Suck that tummy in. Change the shape of your abdomen. I actually want it to go concave without you clenching your butt. 2 and 1. And now we're going to stretch a little. You can take that block and you're going to put it under your left ball of your foot. Your left heel is down. Your abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. So stretch is one of the places where we lose time under tension because we feel tension and tension feels stressful. So we want to remove ourselves from stress, but we don't want to remove ourselves from tension. So we're trying to turn tension into something positive. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. And now we're going to pump our hips forward as you lengthen out your gastrocnemius. Shoulder blades are down and back. We're still maintaining good posture. You want working your abs. We're working muscles and not joints. Your back is a bunch of joints. So if you feel it in your back, that means you need to tighten up your abs. If you feel it in your knee, it means you need to tighten up your quad. We're trying to create tension that's positive. Suck in that tummy. Okay, staying here, we're going to turn it into hip circles now. We're just getting the different divisions of that calf muscle, the gastrocnemius. Suck in that tummy. Try not to move your head. And then go in the opposite direction. Keep breathing. Muscles stay on. Don't let anything turn off. Okay, you're gonna take your right leg back. You're gonna push your hip over to the left. Suck in your tummy, you can hold onto your roller, and you're gonna stick out your booty. This is where I wish Mario was here. Stick out your booty and you're gonna stretch. We're gonna stretch, we're gonna open up the glute max, we're gonna open up the calves. Try to keep your knee over the top of your foot, suck in that tummy. The leg is straight in the front on this one. And you're gonna twist really, really big. That's gonna deepen the stretch into this glute max, glute minimus. Suck in that tummy. And good. Come back up again. I'm gonna just aim forward so you can see. Suck in your tummy. We're gonna step forward now. We have a deep step forward. Your heel stays down on that left foot. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna pump your hips forward again. You're trying to get your chest up. You can see how the calf could get you into some bad biomechanical places because if the calf gets tight and you step forward, your heel drops down, your face has to slam into the ground. We're resisting that. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. We're only working muscles. You should not feel this in joints at all. Okay, let's switch sides. Your heel's on the block, your heel's on the ground, the ball of your foot's on the block, your abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. We're first lengthening that gastrocnemius. Chest goes up, suck in your tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. No pain in joints. We're working muscles, pump those hips forward. Just feel what it feels like to pump those hips forward, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in that tummy. Keep breathing. Jaws relaxed. Ooh, that is tight on me. Okay, keep your abs engaged as we go into hip circles. Try not to move your head. This is such an important reflex to be able to keep the head still no matter what the hips are doing. And then go in the opposite direction. Suck in that tummy. Try to create shape. Smiles are up. Hands are relaxed. Okay, and I'm going to angle off to the side so you can see. You're going to take your left leg back, your right leg is straight. We're going to do a twist. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Smiles are up. Chest is up. Suck in that tummy. Should feel a nice stretch in the glute max and the glute minimus. Suck in your tummy. Try to keep that knee over the top of your foot. Don't let it go medial. Okay. I'm gonna line up straight again. And we're gonna step forward. Keep your abs engaged. Don't let any work go into your low back. Suck in your tummy. We're stretching. We're stretching ourselves out of the situation of having to slam our face into the ground. Keep your abs sucked in. It's a nice stretch. We're doing this because we're going to work the hips. We're actually going to do a deadlift that my friend got himself into trouble with, because you'll see how easy it is to shut things off. But first we have to open up all the proper structures. Okay? And good. Come out of this. You can move the block aside. So we're going to roll out our foot. So I had a client ask me yesterday why he has to roll out his foot. There's several reasons you roll out your foot. One, A, there should be absolutely no pain under the bottom of your foot. If there is, it's because of something you did during the day. So it's not the ball's fault your foot's sore, it's sore because of what you do with your lifestyle and what you do to your poor foot. Two, there's a neurological calibration that happens. There's a known size underneath your foot. So you want to keep aware of what that feels like to have a ball under your foot and be able to roll around on top of it, and it's calibrating your brain to a known height, so now it can estimate things like a step that's in front of you, something you want to step over or something you want to step on. And finally, it's stimulating the nerves from your feet all the way to your brain, and that's a great way to start the day. Make sure to keep those feet parallel, keep your abs engaged, and at no point do anything shut off, because this is time under tension. Okay, drop your hip down, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. We're going to do just a couple of hinges here. Abs are nice and tight, you're going to move from your hips, so you're going to go forward and then back up again. Abs are nice and tight. Straight spine, you don't round your spine. If you feel any pressure in your low back, it means you need to tighten your abs and straighten out your spine. You should feel the stretch in your hamstrings and your calves, not in your low back. Keep your abs engaged. We're warming up the hips. Keep your abs engaged. One more. And good. We're going to switch sides. You're rolling out your right foot now. We're looking for the same things. We're calibrating for the same things. We're neurologically stimulating for the same things. Just get it so your feet stay parallel. Just notice your habit to either get your knees to roll in or your feet to turn out. Keep everything parallel, going in the same direction. It keeps you out of a lot of trouble and prevents joint problems. Keep breathing. Keep your abs engaged. Keep your lats on. We're trying to create body shape. Keep the tension out of your hands. They're not working. Notice if there's any soreness. That soreness is not the ball's fault, it's your fault. Smiles are up. And then heel goes down. Abs are nice and tight, feet are parallel. Suck in your tummy, lats go on. We're hinging from the hips. No pressure in your low back. If you feel it in your low back, it means you rounded your spine and turned off your abs. You should feel this in your hamstrings and your calves. Only go as far as you can keep your spine straight. Whole time your abs are on, your lats are on, all the supportive muscles are on, because this is time under tension. Smiles are up. Sucking that tummy. 9, 10. Okay, so now we know that everything is basically warmed up. We're gonna do a little bit more to warm up because we are gonna work major muscle groups. We're gonna just do what's called releve. You're gonna go on the tiptoe. You can hold onto your roller and then back down. But I want you to try to control elevation and coming back to the earth. Abs are nice and tight. You're pulling through your abs. In fact, your abs are what's pulling you up and then is lowering you back down safely. If you feel here crunching and grinding in your ankles and your feet, you need to activate more muscles, not less. Keep that pelvic floor on, first, second, third chakras. Make sure it works 50-50. You don't want one calf working more than the other. One more. Okay, we're gonna come into a squat. All muscles are on, your quads are on, your hips are back, abs are nice and tight, shoulder blades are down and back. Suck in your tummy, and here we go. You're gonna lift your heels and lower. Lift, lower. Your head does not move. If I look a little out of alignment with what's over the top of my feet, it's because of parallax of the camera, not because I'm off. Abs are nice and tight. You should feel your quads and your butt. And good. Straighten out your legs. Notice how you wanted to cheat, and now you can grab your weights. You're first gonna hold on to your weights. Just get a feel of them. Let them be heavy. You're gonna turn on your muscles, your feet, your calves, your quads. First, second, third chakras, your lats. Get your head over top of body. You're sucking in your tummy. Just feel the weight. Let the weight cause your muscles to turn on even more. No joints are working, so slight bend in the knees. No pressure in your low back. Abs are nice and tight. And we're just gonna warm up first. You're gonna hinge from your hips, go forward, and then come back up. Only go as far forward as you can keep your spine straight. Suck in that tummy, nothing's hanging out. Just lengthening the hamstrings, still warming things up. Straight spine. Good. Now we're gonna warm up into a squat. We're gonna open up our stance wider. It's okay if your feet turn out as long as your knees follow them and it's even. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. We're gonna go into a deep squat all the way to the bottom. Heels are down, and then you're gonna come back up. You can bend your arms to get them out of the way, or you can hold them out straight. Either way. We're using the weights to counterbalance. These are major muscle groups. These are motions that we forget how to do. Suck in that tummy. Nine. Suck in that tummy. 10. Okay, and now we start. We're gonna do our deadlift. So we're at actually shoulder width of your feet. You're gonna keep your abs engaged, lats on, abs are nice and tight. You're gonna go down straight leg. You're gonna touch as close as you can to the ground. It's okay if your knees bend on this one. And then you're gonna come back up again. Straight spine, don't let your spine bend. Keep your abs engaged. We're working muscles, not joints. If you feel joints, like your back, you need to tighten more muscles, or maybe not go down as far. All of your muscles are on, your quads, your abs, your lats. Everything's fired up to protect that low back. One more. Abs on. okay? Once again, we're going into our squat. So you're gonna squat down. You can open up your stance if you want to, butt down, and then come back up. Watch the alignment in your knees over tops of your feet. Keep your abs engaged. Suck in that tummy, suck, suck, suck it in. Keep breathing. Smiles are up. Jaws relax. It's surprising if you were to do squats every day, how much it would take away knee pain, because it's getting us strong through the full range of motion, especially if you do it time under tension. So all your muscles are on. 2 more. Good job, everyone. You can set your weights aside. Let's see what everything feels like. You're gonna take your left leg back behind you, right leg's out in front of you, right knee's over top of your foot. You're gonna put your hand on top of your knee. We're gonna start out with sit-ups, just sucking your tummy. Time under tension is about being able to connect to your core. That's why we also go back to it. 2, 3, 4, keep going. Just sucking that tummy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep your abs engaged. We're gonna work it. Our target muscles are our quad and our butt, but we're gonna also work our abs now as we bring our left elbow to our right knee. Suck in that tummy. Smiles are up. It's 5. Sucking that tummy, smiles are up. 6. No pressure in the joints. Abs. 8. 9. 10. Stay in this position now. You can keep your hand on the roller. Keep your abs engaged. You're gonna lift lower your rear heel. Your head doesn't move. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. You should feel the work in your butt and your quad. Watch the alignment of your knee. Good, staying here. Keep your foot where it is, memorize where it is, because it's coming back. You're bringing your knee to your chest and then back out. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. 9, 10. Let's switch sides. Okay, your right leg goes back behind you. Your left hand goes on your knees. Your abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. We're gonna start out with those sit-ups. Suck it in and then relax. Suck it in, relax. Keep breathing. Really connect to your abs. First, second, third chakras. Shoulder blades are down and back. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in that tummy. Nine and 10. Good job, everyone. Suck in your tummy. Hold that frame. We're gonna do sit-ups as we bring our right elbow to our left knee. Really get that form. Your target muscles, your quads and your butt. You should not feel this in any joints. We're also using the abs. Keep smiling. 4. Smiles are up. 5. 6. Suck that tummy in. 7. 8. 9. One more. 10. Stay in this position. Abs are engaged. You can use your roller. We're going to lift that leg up and put it back down. Your head doesn't move. Keep your abs sucked in. Work is still in your quads and your butt. 5, 6, head doesn't move. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, from here, we're gonna bring our knee to our chest and right back where it was, where it came from. 2, suck in that tummy. Time under tension, muscles stay on. 4, 5, head doesn't move. 6, smiles are up. 7, 8, 9, one more. 10, good. Come into stance. Feet parallel, shoulder blades down and back. Time under tension, quads are on, calves, lats, abs, hip circles. So we worked the legs, we worked the back, but we worked our core, so your core should feel super on. Go in the opposite direction. Keep breathing. Okay, we're gonna do a little stretching. Your left knee is gonna go on the block. Your right foot's forward. Time under tension, so you want your abs on. Tighten your abs. Your goal is to keep your head over top the ball. You know if you keep your abs on, your head will stay over top the ball. If your abs shut off, your head starts moving. So we're gonna go side to side with our abs on. This is old hunting reflex. We use it for hunting and keeping our eyes fixated on our target while we're running. Suck in that tummy. Keep sucking in that tummy. And then stretch forward, chest up, suck in your tummy, side to side. Smiles are up. Tension in your abs, not in your face. And now you're gonna take your right hand, grab your left foot. Hold on to that foot as you go side to side. Suck in that tummy. We're trying to create body shape. Time under tension, everything's on. Your left quad, your abs, your lats, your arms, your legs. Your first, second, third chakras are on. Okay, let's lean forward a little bit more. Just get a deeper stretch, keep everything on, no pain in your back. If you feel it in your back, that means some muscle turned off and you went into joints, no joint work. Okay, go ahead, release that foot. This leg's coming across midline. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. And we're gonna stretch forward. No tension into any joints. This is all in muscles, think muscles. Keep breathing. Straight spine. Turn your abs on. Whatever it takes to keep the work out of your low back. It's okay if you feel it in your calf or in your hamstring, but not in your knee. It's the same thing. If you feel it in your knee, tighten up your quad, your calf, your hamstring. Okay? And we're coming out of this and switching sides. Okay, once again, your abs are engaged to keep your head over the top of the block. You're gonna go side to side. Really keep your abs engaged. You're sucking in your tummy. Smiles are up. Okay, we're gonna stretch forward, continuing the same motion, side to side, no pressure in your low back or your knees. Uh-oh, Wolfie may be caught in the curtain again. Suck in that tummy. As you now take your left hand, grab a hold of your right foot, stretch and continue to go side to side. Suck in that tummy. Jaws relaxed. Smiles are up. Oh, there's Wolfie. You coming to visit? You're gonna come all the way onto the camera so people can see you and not think I'm crazy? Hi, Wolfie. Okay, we're gonna stretch deep forward. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Just get a nice deep stretch in there. Suck in that tummy. Change the shape of your abdomen. As we now lean back, leg crosses midline, suck in your tummy, knees aligned with the foot, and stretch. Keep breathing. Keep the work in your abs out of your back. You feel it in your back, tighten your abs more, straighten out your spine. Your goal is to feel it in your hamstring and your calf, but not in your knee. If you feel it in your knee, tighten your quad, tighten your calf, tighten your hamstring. Time under tension. Okay, we're coming out of this. We're switching sides again. We're gonna work time under tension. We're gonna go into our thinker pose. Your heels down, your toes are curled under. So your toes are curled under. So if you feel excessive pressure in your metatarsal heads, those are the knuckles of your toes, that means it's time to push your heel back, okay? Just get in that position where you have maximum stretch into that plantar fascia and the musculotendinous junction of the Achilles tendon to the calf. You want your abs engaged. We're gonna do thinker sit-ups here. You're gonna take your left elbow to your right knee and then you're gonna come back out. You're sucking in your tummy. These are sit-ups, so I want your abs activating. Suck it in. Suck it in even more. Keep breathing. Nine. 10. Stay in this position. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna work on our bowling game. You're gonna take your right arm back, left arm forward. Keep your chest up. You're sucking your tummy. This is all about twist. So this is twisting the core. Smiles are up, chest is up. One more. 10. Okay. So we're gonna work time under tension now. Our target muscles is going to be this quad, this glute max. You're gonna stabilize with your abs and your lats. No pressure in your knee. If you feel pressure in your knee, that means you're not recruiting your quad and your butt enough. If you feel in any joint, especially your foot, it means you have to recruit more muscles closer to your core. So here we go. We're gonna hop forward. We're gonna do 20 of these. That's one. 2, keep your abs engaged. Keep smiling. Keep the balance going on. Really try to lift that foot up as you bring it forward. Abs that are nice and tight, sucking your tummy, nothing's hanging out. That's 6. Keep breathing. That's 8. Yes, I'm keeping count. Smiles are up. That's 10, we're continuing. Smiles are up. Hold that balance, core work. No pressure in your foot, it should be in your abs. It should be in your quad, it should be in your butt. 15. No pressure in your neck. 18. 19, abs. 20, your legs should feel tired. Abs are nice and tight, sucking your tummy. And we're gonna lift, hold, gently lower. Lift, hold, gently lower. Keep breathing. Time under tension, that means your abs are on. That's where you get your balance from. If you're losing balance, get more core. abs. 9, 10. Switch sides. Let's go into our thinker position. Same thing, if you feel excessive pressure in those metatarsal heads, your knuckles, push your heels back to take that pressure out. Abs are nice and tight, suck in your tummy. First, second, third chakras are fired up. You're now gonna take your right elbow to your left knee as we do our thinker sit-ups. Suck in your tummy. Your abs go in, they don't blow out. Smiles are up. Everything's on. You're not doing the minimum, you're doing the maximum. 8, 9, 10. Okay, chest is up. We're gonna go bowling. You're gonna take your left arm back behind you as your right arm comes forward, and we do a twist. Suck in your tummy. This is all about your core. Keep breathing, keep smiling. You should feel your lats and your abs. 9, 10. Okay, and we're gonna get ready to do our jumps. Our jumps are coming from your quad, not your knee, but your quad and your butt. Abs are gonna be engaged, lats are on, muscles are on, everything's on as we jump forward. 1. Abs are engaged. Watch your form, make sure that foot comes cleanly through. That's your left foot. 5. Keep breathing. 'Working your target muscles, your quad and your butt. 10. Abs. No pressure in your neck. 16. 17. Only your butt and your quads. Abs. 18. 19. 20. Stay forward. Your quad and your butt should be tired. Your abs are on. And here we go. Keep your abs engaged. Lift, hold. Gently lower. Keep your core on. Woo! Notice if one side's easier than the other. Come on, Michael. Keep that core on. 9. 10. Good job, everyone. Come into kneeling. Okay, we're in the kneeling position. You're gonna lean back, chest up, shoulder blades down, back. We're gonna do sit-ups here. You're gonna suck in your tummy, then release. Suck it in, release. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're gonna find out if you have any tension in your knees. You're gonna massage out your knees. The goal is to warm up your knees. If you've done everything correctly and you use your quads have been working, so your quads are warm. Your knees should feel cold. So we're gonna warm up the knees because the knees shouldn't have worked. Suck in that tummy. Okay, and now you're gonna take your blocks as you curl your toes underneath you. And again, if you feel excessive pressure in your metatarsal heads, push your heels back. We're gonna lean back and we're gonna do sit-ups as you suck in your tummy. Smiles are up. If you feel excessive pressure in those metatarsal heads, push those heels back. 8, 9, 10. Stay in this position as you take your arms over the top of your head. We're stretching a little bit further. Suck in that tummy. You should not feel any pain in any joint. Tighten up muscles until there is no pain in any joint. 8, 9, 10. Point your toes. And we're gonna arch popping wheelies. So you're gonna just stretch the front of your feet or your toes. Suck in your tummy. No hangy outy bellies. Five more seconds. And good. Time to work the pelvic floor. Time under tension, ball goes down. So like I said, we don't have the motivation of CrossFit. We're not to try to do as many as we can till exhaustion, which is a very different motivation. It's not a bad motivation, please don't think that. But our motivation is correct form and get ourselves an understanding of what it feels like to create stabilization through the body to minimize injury and risk. So the motivation is different. Okay, have a seat on top of your ball. The ball is midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. Your smiles are up, your chest is up. Your shoulder blades are down and back, your head's over top the ball. This way we know we're working alignment along with our pelvic floor. Ball, we're gonna squeeze it now. Squeeze it as hard as you can with your pelvic floor, not your butt cheeks, your pelvic floor. It's gonna be an advanced Kegel exercise. Now you're gonna add second chakra as you suck in your tummy. Keep your head over the top of the ball. It will wanna come forward. That's not the same thing. You want you to keep your head over the top of the ball, sucking that tummy, change the shape of your abdomen. Now draw your shoulders back, keep sucking in your tummy. Don't tuck your tail, keep your head over the top of the ball. Smiles are up. And then here we go. Keep your abs engaged. You're gonna have your weights. We're gonna do bicep curls. Chest up. This is time under tension. So you're activating the muscles as you come up and you're activating the muscles as you come down. We want that nice square wave. We don't want that bell curve. Suck it in. Muscles are on. Muscles are still on. And abs are on. Nice and smooth, abs are engaged. Keep breathing. One more. Keep the work out of your neck. Your neck is not your abs. That's 10. Chest stays up. Suck in your tummy, squeeze your shoulder blades down and back, bring your elbows back. So you're back behind yourself, like you're ready to get in a gunfight. Suck in your tummy, heads over the top of the ball, you're gonna just extend your arms. Time under tension, so you're using your triceps, your rhomboids, and your lats. Suck in that tummy. Abs are still involved, no work in your neck. Pelvic floor is on. 9, 10. Good job, everyone. Now we're gonna add a twist. Everything is more interesting with a twist. Banana split with a twist. See, it's more exciting. So here we go. You're gonna take that right arm in front of you, left arm back behind you, suck in your tummy, and we're gonna lift and twist. Twist to the left as your arm comes out in front of you and your left arm goes back behind you. Suck in that tummy. Abs are on, lats are on. 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. Here we go again. Right arm's behind you, left arm's out in front. You're sucking in your tummy. For 2, 3, abs are on, smiles are up, no tension in the neck. 5, 6, suck it in. 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. By rest, we're gonna work your abs. Suck in your tummy, then release. Suck it in, release. Keep your head over top of the ball. The ball should still be midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. Squeeze that ball. Smiles are up. Do your pelvic floor a favor, stay strong. That way you can hear jokes. Okay, arms out to your sides. Here we go, abs. This is all abs, even though you feel it in your shoulders. We're gonna externally rotate, working that infraspinatus and your deltoids. Keep your abs engaged the whole time. Nice square wave. 4, 5, smiles are up. We are strong. 6, 7, abs. 8, 9, one more. 10, and rest. Chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back. Probably the wackiest thing is when I was in California last week, the daytime high was 50, 56. Nighttime low is, lower 40s, almost 30s. And it's cool here for Hawaii, but I'm hot. Okay? Abs are nice and tight. Keep your abs engaged, push away. It's funny here in Hawaii when it goes from like 80 to 79, you're like, whoo, it's cooling off. I feel autumn coming. Abs are engaged. Suck in that tummy. Full extension of those arms. Suck in that tummy. 9, 10, keep the work out of your neck as you rest for a split second more, meaning tightening your abs, releasing, tightening and releasing. And now we're gonna do our funny walk. You're gonna swing your arms. There should be no cracking of joints, no popping of anything, because you got all your muscles turned on. And keep tightening things up until you hear grinding in your shoulders go away and out of your neck, because we're working muscles, time under tension. And this is how we protect our joints. We work muscles and not joints. Okay, now it's gonna get bigger. Doing work above the head as well. Keep your pelvic floor on, abs on. And rest. Good. You can put those things aside. Okay. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Abs are engaged. Lock everything in. Squeeze that pelvic floor. And then interlock your fingers behind your back. Chest is up. Move your neck around. See if you accidentally used your neck instead of your abs. Shouldn't have. But in case you did, we're stretching it out. Try to keep your hands off your butt. I know that's hard to do in case you have a good butt, but keep your hands off your butt. Okay, keep your abs engaged or go wiggle your torso around a little bit. You can still move your head and neck around. Yeah, good. Go ahead and bring your feet out in front of you. We're keeping that time under tension. We're gonna do sit-ups here. So grab your knees, shoulders back, suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy and release. See what it's like to keep your feet parallel, knees over tops of your feet as you suck in your tummy. Ball is still midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. Head's over top of the ball. Smiles are up. And then everyone's favorite, we're gonna do our bouncing. Abs are engaged, suck in your tummy, smiles are up. Just bounce. This is working your pelvic floor ballistically. Okay, arms come to your sides now. We're going for a walk. Opposite knee, opposite foot. Use your abs, suck in your tummy. Should not feel your hip flexors. You should feel your abdominal muscles working. Keep breathing. Smiles are up. You got it. You're doing great, Sand. Everyone's got a hard spot. Whoops, I just goofed. See? And good. We're gonna put our hands on our knees. We're gonna do a forward fold. Hands come to the ground. You're gonna lift up those arches, turn out your knees, quads go on, pelvic floor goes on, you're sucking in your tummy. Just feel what it feels like to stretch. Make sure it's not in joints. By this time, everything should feel like it's muscles now. Okay, hands on your knees. You're going into recovery position, but we're not going to use it to recover. We're going to use it to do sit-ups. Bend your knees, and we're going to suck in our tummies and then release. Suck in your tummies and then release. Keep breathing. Abs are nice and tight. And good. We're going to go straight to the ground. We're not going to come up because we don't want your blood pressure to change too much. Just kneel for a second. Let your blood pressure regulate. We're going to go into a plank. Last time we held it for 30 seconds. That was a little too long for me. You're going to be on your elbows. And then your toes are curled under. You're going to take your hips up off the ground. And you're sucking in your tummy. You're tightening first chakra. Second chakra that brings your navel to your spine. You're going to close up your rib cage. We're going to do this for 20 seconds. 3, 4, 5. Keep all your muscles on. Suck, 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 suck. Stabilize. Quads are on. Calves are on. Abs, lats, pecs. Pelvic floor. 18, 19, 20. Now we're gonna do an up dog. Up dog. Suck in your tummy. Once again, if you feel this in your back, it means you need to tighten some muscles up, especially your abs. Tighten up your quads. And now push back into child's pose. Keep breathing. Let's see how I can do this. Okay. I have to look out for the microphone. Is it still on? Yes. You're going to put one block behind your shoulder blades and one block behind your heels. If you want, you could put a roller behind your head. You don't have to. It sometimes gives you a little more support of your head. Okay, so your legs are across here. So you should look like this. We're going to do sit-ups. So your feet are going to be parallel. And all you're going to do is tighten your pelvic floor, close up your rib cage, use second chakra to suck in your tummy for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, on this last one, make sure all your abs are on. Touch them to make sure you're nice and tight in your abdomen. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. We're going to lift our butt up off the ground, hold, and then lower it back down. Lift, hold, and gently lower it back down. Your job is to keep your abs engaged. This is a sit-up, even though you feel it in your hamstrings and your butt. 4, 5, suck it in, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what we're doing is using structures across the back of the body. It's always easy to work on what you can see on the front side of your body. You gotta work on the back side of your body. I actually have a funny story. Back when I lived in Santa Barbara, it was a Gold's Gym back then. It's now Spectrum, I think. But when it was a Gold's Gym, The original owner was a franchise, so the original owner didn't have a lot of money. So the gym went in and all the equipment went in and everyone started lifting and they started getting really big. And then they got one set of mirrors and you could only see yourself from the hips up. And you could only see one side. So all these guys started getting really big in the chest. They started doing pec exercises. And then they got a little bit more money as the membership went on. They got a lower half of the mirror. Now everyone started working on their legs and their legs got big, but only on the front side. And then they got a rear mirror, but if you could only see your shoulders in the back to about your hips. So everyone started working on what they thought was a really wimpy looking back. And then finally they got the last set of mirrors and people started working on their hamstrings and calves. So unless you can see it, you don't work on it, unfortunately, until you get an awareness of it. So now, your arms are going to come to your sides. You're going to lift your hips up off the ground. You're going to pretend you have a champagne glass on your belly. And then we're going to go for a walk with opposite hand, opposite foot. Three, 4, 5, I think that was 7, 8, okay, 9, 10. We all know I can't count, so this is no mystery. We're gonna rest here. We're gonna do one more set of these. But we're gonna start with the opposite foot of whatever you started with. So, hips back up again. Start with that opposite leg. Suck in your tummy. And notice how it's created a different muscle pattern in your body, even though it's the same movement. Keep breathing. And 10, rest. Oh, good job, everyone. Okay, you're gonna take this block, because we're gonna still work that time under tension, and you're gonna put it in between your knees. We're gonna put it this way. Oh, I made a mess. Okay, here we go. Your goal is to lift your booty up off the ground. So you're gonna lift, lower your booty. Keep breathing. Keep your abs engaged. This is all about your abs. At any point, you don't know when a cannonball is gonna drop from the ceiling onto your tummy, so you gotta keep your abs tight the whole time. 9, 10. Keep your hips up off the ground. You're gonna straighten your right leg and then back down. Left leg, back down. Just go back and forth. Keep your hips up. 6, 6, 7, abs. 8, smiles. 9, 10, and rest. We're not done. You're gonna take the ball now, and the ball's gonna go underneath your low back. The other block's still underneath your shoulder blades, and your final block is gonna go underneath your sacrum. This way we could go right into sit-ups. So it's block under your shoulders, ball underneath your low back, block underneath your sacrum, head on the roller. You can put your hands in stick 'em up position. You're gonna do sit-ups, you're gonna try to pop that ball. Suck in your tummy. Seven, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna do a bench press here. You're gonna do a press away. You're gonna keep your abs engaged. Try to pop that ball, maintain that ball being popped, and then you're gonna push away using your pecs and your abs. Smiles are up, abs are on. You're exhaling as you're pushing away. Shh. Shh. Time under tension. At no point do your abs shut off, nor do your pecs. 9, come on, abs, 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 abs. 10, keep them on the whole time. And good, arms come to the ground. As you now take your toes off the ground. Keep your abs engaged, suck in your tummy. You're gonna touch ground, lift up, touch ground, lift up. We're gonna do touch, touch, touch. You can keep your abs engaged. If you're having troubles with your abs and keeping your abs stabilized, you can keep your foot on the ground and do this. But the goal is to not let your back arch, so you're keeping your back straight. You're trying to pop that ball the whole time, and you're trying to move from your hips. Smiles are up. And rest. Keep your abs engaged. Okay, you're just gonna step one foot away and then bring it back. Step the other foot away, bring it back. Don't let your abs undo. Keep breathing. Suck in that tummy. Flatten out that ball. Smiles are up. Suck in that tummy. Good job, everyone. Okay, take your legs straight up in the air. You can stretch for a moment, get your balance, open up some flexibility. Just pump your toes a little bit. Continue to pump your toes as you release your hands back to the ground. Start activating your abs. Try to pop that ball. Okay, and now we go for a little walk. Walk, 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 walk. This is non-weight bearing on your knees. There should be no pressure or tension or pain. If there is, figure out how much you have to internally or externally rotate your feet to take that pain away. And then double time. We're up to a jog now. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. Keep your abs engaged. Triple time, here we go. Gimlet time. Fast, 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 fast. Keep breathing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Your legs are gonna go straight against the ground. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. Your toes are pointed up. There's a champagne glass on your belly. We're doing sit-ups. Suck in that tummy and release. Suck it in, release. Suck it in, release. You guys are doing awesome. You should be feeling your abs. Do not clench your butt. That are not your abs. You don't want a six-pack butt. It looks weird. And then here we go. Arms to your sides. Champagne glass on your belly. We're going for a walk. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Keep your abs engaged. Don't let that ball push your spine away. Use your spine to flatten out the ball. Use those abs. Yeah, great job. Feet come together and knees drop out. And we're gonna do sit-ups again. Suck in your tummy, suck it in, suck it in. You will feel your obliques on this one, especially if you do it correctly. Suck in that tummy. Try to get your lower abs to work too. I thought this was proper diving form when you dove into the water. Abs are nice and tight. Remember the game Mousetrap? And there was that one guy that dives into the water? Anyways. And good. Go ahead, lift your butt up. Take the block away out from underneath your butt. Your legs are gonna go straight. Suck in your tummy. We're going for a walk once again. Champagne glass on your belly. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Suck in that tummy. Try to hold your pelvis still. Close up your rib cage. And good. Bend your knees, lift your butt up, take the block out, a ball out from underneath your low back. You can go ahead, sit up. You're gonna take your roller now, and you're gonna lay lengthwise, butt at one end, head at the other end. I'm gonna get the music real quick. Okay, you're now laying on your rollers lengthwise. Oh boy, what just happened? Okay, your head is on the roller, your butt's on the roller. So what we're gonna do a little differently is you're gonna wiggle up the roller until your head just barely starts falling off the top of the roller. It's gonna pass what's called your EOP, your external occipital protuberance. That's the weird bump on the back of your head. We want it just below that. Your feet are parallel, your knees are bent. You're gonna turn on first chakra, your pelvic floor, close up third chakra, second chakra, arms come to your sides. And you're gonna breathe. We're integrating everything we did. So I want you to turn on those abs. I want you to really feel them. Use your fingertips to feel that your abs can be on fairly tight and it not feel like a stress. That it's just tension that's positive. That your shoulder blades can melt back, down and back, and your heart can open up without stress. But it will have the supportive tension of your whole body so it's protected. And then feel what it feels like to have your head over the top of your pelvic floor standing up straight, knowing that your heart is open and your head is up to see the horizon with supportive tension, but not stress. Feel what it feels like to breathe with tension, but not stress. Notice how good and alive it feels. You continue to stay on the roller. I'm going to sit up to take you through the last part of class. So we've done a lot of doing time under tension, moving major muscle groups, activating it in the core. And that's a very powerful re-establishment in your body. Makes you safer in the world. So it was interesting going home for me because I got to see my mom, who's 40 years older than I am, and I got to see what I'm going to be like in 40 years. I got to see my brother, who's 10 years older than I am, and I got to see what I'm going to look like in 10 years. And I see that there's a lot of things I can do in the meantime. But I noticed, even coming back with the conviction of this information, that I didn't want to do anything. The reality is we're all going to live and we're going to die. But when we're alive, we want to live the best life we can live. And we have a responsibility to this body. It's a vehicle that we lease. It's not ours to keep. And a lot of people I know lease cars and turn them in, beat to hell. I happen to be one of those people that lease a car and treat it like it was mine. And if I give it back, it's going to be as nice as when I got it. Because the reality is a poorly treated vehicle, in this case your body, means that someone's going to be taking care of you. And unless you build relationships in which you're going to be taken care of, you better be sure that you have a means of taking care of yourself. And universal health care is not enough because you still have to get to the place that you get the health care. So you have to be able to take care of yourself. So this is why we exercise, we eat right, we rest, we de-stress, we add eustress, which is positive stress. But more importantly, we meditate so we can let go of what's not important. Going to Santa Barbara was an interesting view of what my future self could go through and be. I have somewhere between 10 and 40 years to change some of the behaviors so I can be in a very different place. Or maybe not. But at least there's choice involved in it now. It's not something that happens to me. So these last few breaths, just breathe to your most authentic place. Breathe to your center. You guys are amazing for what you do, what you show up for, what you're willing to try. All my crazy ideas and theories and Maria's crazy ideas and theories. We appreciate you being really open and very present. And on behalf of Maria and me, thank you and namaste.